Hey guys, the unboxing of the Nikon D7100 accompanied with the 50mm 1.8G. Now this is going at a great price. I know it's not the latest 7200, but it's still a great camera overall. In the box we've got your user manual, and that's accompanied with your warranty and all the other registration information that you need. User manual as usual, pretty fat, a lot of information in there. You get your power cable that comes into the box, and also you get your USB cable as well, and then you get this MH25 battery charger, which is an AC like a wall adapter, and you get your battery as well, and that's the EL15 rechargeable lithium battery. You get your camera strap as well, and then following that one you get the camera itself. Now right off the bat I have to say this camera feels great in the hand, solid in weight, construction as well, real nice feeling towards it. Now the only thing I don't like it's just the grip feeling on the D7100. I prefer the Canon's grip. It's a lot more comfortable in holding onto the camera, but still don't take that away. Great overall feeling of this camera. Got your first one, your menu button, and below that you've got your white balance button, which also acts as a help protect button as well. Underneath that you got your qual button, and that's to playback zoom in and also select your image quality. Underneath that one you've got your ISO and playback zoom out button, and your information button as well. Playback button to preview your pictures and videos. Next to that you've got the delete button, which is also a format button, and you got a big bright viewfinder, which is 100%. You got your dial adjustment control next to the viewfinder, and next to that one you got your AEAF lock button. Below you've got your lock mechanism for your main control dial, and that control dial has multi-selector as well. Underneath that you've got your live view selector for both movie and photograph, and then you got your live view button in the middle. You got an info button underneath for various information on the display. By the side of that you got a little speaker, and then you've got this generous, I think it's like 3-inch monitor display, which is nice and beautiful. By the side you've got your accessory ports, covered by these are sort of like rubbery covers. You've got your mic input, USB input as well, again nicely covered, rubbery sort of like feeling to protect it from moisture. You've got your HDMI import, your port, sorry, and then you've got your headphone and your GPS along with other accessory ports as well, covered up nicely. One of my favorite features on all Nikon cameras is that dual slot card. You could customize them to do whatever you want them to do, override the other one, continue recording, and so forth. Underneath the camera you've got your tripod socket to mount whatever tripod that you have, and then next to that you have this contact cover. Now this is for if you want to connect various different battery packs to your Nikon camera, so you'll just pretty much connect the battery pack connection into that slot there. And then of course next to that one you've got your battery hatch with your latch there, nicely tucked in and protected. It's also removable as well. Also the camera on each side has these eyelets for your camera strap as well. You could put other various sort of like accessories to it also. On top you have this lock mechanism for your main dial, where you have to push in the little button in order to actually turn the dial around. You find that in some of the Canon models as well. What I don't like is the one by the side, where you also have a lock mechanism if you want to pretty much select all the various drive controls as well. And that one I don't really like. By the side you've got your pop-up flash button, just right there indicated, so pressing the button will pop up the flash. Underneath that you've got your bracketing button to adjust your bracketing. You've got this white little sort of like indicator there, so you can mount your lens correctly in place, and you've got this eject button as well to pretty much eject your lens, and the D7100 logo as well. Right underneath you got your AF switch to autofocus or manual focusing point, a little button to select your various focusing selection points. On top you've got 2 stereo speakers. You've got this nice control panel display, and then just by the side of that you've got your metering button, which is also formatting memory card button. You have a dedicated movie button as well by itself, which is great, and opposite to that you've got your exposure composition button. You got your shutter release button, which is also your on and off button, and to put the lamp on the control panel display on top. You have an AF assist illuminator, which is also a self timer lamp and a red eye reduction lamp as well. You got a sub command dial, which is customizable. You got the depth of field preview button, and then below that one you've got a function button as well. Overall, this is a great camera, great in construction, great feeling, nice weight towards it overall, and you know you get a full package. I forgot to mention you also get two dials that are both customizable, one at the back and one in front. Now I also got a 50mm 1.8G lens as well, so we're just gonna have a quick look what's inside of that lens. So you get this nice sort of like leather pouch to protect your lens in. You get the lens itself, a bunch of instruction menu for your lens and registration information. Now the pouch is nice, leathery. I wouldn't say it would protect your lens, but keep it nice and tidy. Closer look at the lens, you get this free lens hood with it, which is the Nikon HB47. Lens itself is very light, so nice light, kind of like plasticky. The the focusing ring is very stiff, horrible as well, and it feels quite fairly cheap compared to the Canon 50mm 1.4, where the ring feels nice and smooth. Again, there's size is huge compared to the Nikon, quite fairly small in size compared to the Canon's 50mm. You've got your manual and autofocus buttons together, and then you've got your manual button by itself. You get this nice pinching cap as well for the lens. The element itself quite fairly small, but overall it looks okay, nothing that great. At the back you got a metal mount as well, which is nice. A quick look at the aperture, various different levels. It's quite fairly small, but you know, it's a 50mm 1.8 only, which is okay. The lens itself on the camera is a perfect fit, I think. It looks good with it on the camera. It's balanced weight. So, you know, you've got great package overall with this camera. So many pros. You're packed with an X amount of options in the menu screen itself. You get two dials, one for your shutter speed, one for your aperture, and again, they are adjustable. Nice bright display lamp on the display screen on top as well, and then of course that a self illuminator assist lamp as well, which I think is a great feature on the camera itself.